DJ.
And Autumn James.
I started the real estate deal. Autumn I sucked her into it, but I just wanted more time and more freedom. And real estate was one of the deals that can offer me that. So that's why I pursued this. So this last event was more figuring out who we were. Well, this is my perspective, figuring out who we were and how we could better ourselves. And this event now is, okay, you found yourself, you bettered yourself. Now let's figure out how to ramp your business up and
do something about it.
And do something with the knowledge and the resources that we have. So
I think we may have a new kind of path that we want to go on with our business that we hadn't really even considered. So we have like something new that's exciting us that may actually be the wiser path to take right now for where we're at that we hadn't even considered, but getting everybody else's feedback kind of opened our eyes to that.
So I've been in a lot of groups, coaching groups and everything, not considered an actual mastermind, but like getting away 100% focused on this type of mastermind, I think is an unbelievable experience that I would have never thought that I'd be a part of, one, and how it would impact me so hard. So,
well, and besides that, just the scenery has been very cool at both of the events that we've been to so far.
This mastermind is here, we're not going anywhere, and we're with everybody who's in the mastermind. Is different than going to a hotel, doing your mastermind, and everybody go back to your own hotel and you don't see each other for the next morning again. So you're kind of reflecting on everything the whole time you're awake and not going back to your hotel room and then just...
It's a whole different type of collaboration and networking. More like developing like true friendships than
family.
Networking.
Obviously, I mean, Zack knew that I needed to be here and I didn't, but this has impacted me more right now as a man, as a father, and as a husband that I ever would have thought of, which is, I know, in direct correlation with how it's going to affect my business. But this type of mastermind, I would have never paid money to do off of a infomercial or a website or anything, because it wasn't my style. Zack told me that I'm gonna be here and he wanted me here, and it's changed my life, it changed our lives. So yeah, I mean,
I think our relationship, our family balance, even our business, everything has improved since we started this. We have a whole different perspective on things.
The friend that I call my best friend, he even told me that, like, in the last couple of months, like, I've changed, like, and he never knew why until I called him today. And I didn't really go all the way into it, but I explained kind of why I was asking the question. Yeah, he said he already could tell. So I'm not the person to do this. Like, I always have a guard up. I'm always no problem. I can fix anything. Like, I'm never gonna let anybody know that stuff bothers me. But I knew that I needed a change, and I went with it. And so I went in knowing that I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. But the words that Zack told me is I will never ask you to do anything that I wouldn't do. So the way my mind works is, I know that if somebody tells me to do something and they're willing to do it, then there's no reason not to do it. So I went in with an open mind, but I also went in knowing that I haven't done this stuff, and it's got me where I'm at, and this is not where I want to be, right? So this one, I came in, and all the vulnerability exercises and the uncomfortable exercises really weren't that uncomfortable for me, because I know how much it's changed me in the last 3 months, 4 months, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So where I'm at today is because of opening up and doing what they ask you to do. Not just saying, I will do it, but actually doing it.
And then finding excuses.
Yeah, and actually doing it. So after March, I've done more things that I've always said I'm gonna do, but I've never done it, and I did it, and like it's changed me 180 degrees. So.
For me, I am not a spontaneous person at all. I like things my way, on my schedule, my way. So these disruptions really throw me, and like not having the plan of what we're supposed to do when, because I'm that person that kind of like checks off everything throughout the day.
Very structured.
Structured. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Very structured. So I hate the idea of the disruptions, but that's exactly what gets me out of my comfort zone and why I leave feeling like I really gained something.
I came in thinking I needed to map out this course, and it got totally disrupted and shift the other way. And after it was all said and done, I looked at Autumn and I was like, so what do you think about the idea they gave us, our feedback? Mm-hmm. She's like, I'm really excited. Like, shit, I hadn't heard those words in a long time.
And I think that was kind of like our hurdle, is like we had this idea of what we needed to do next, but not exactly, we needed some action steps, but then this gave us something to actually bring back the fire in the business.
So I haven't heard her say that in a long time. So
I like that it's not just a repetition of what we've already done and how we've already grown. It just keeps expanding. And it's kind of like if you were to do a vision board and you had the different areas of your life that you wanted to work on and get goals in, it's like addressing those areas one by one so that it's actually in these manageable chunks that you can make something happen.
Yeah, I'm glad it was structured the way it was, the first one and then this one, because if it in my case, if it was reverse ordered, then it just
probably wouldn't be getting anything out of
it. So I know, I know they planned that out, and it was a very great plan. So yeah, it's different because one, it's a small group, very focused on each other group, instead of let's just do a blanket to the whole and let's,
it's not one size fits all.
Yeah. So, the small family-like group, it helps me a lot, so you're not a diamond in a coal mine, but you're not in the back of the crowd and nobody acknowledges you, and you're just trying to absorb whatever you want to and take down notes, and you don't ever get called on if you don't raise your hand. So 100% do it. Open up, go in there with an open mind, leave everything behind, just go in with an open mind 100% and open up. Tell them, it's like a doctor's appointment when they ask you, what do you eat and what do you drink? If you lie to them, they're not going to be able to help you, right? So don't lie to them. Tell them the truth, let them help you.